for a Browns preseason game.
Greedy, if I'm Andrew Berry, the GM of the Browns, I am saying to Shedeur and Dylan Gabriel, here's the answers to the test. We have 2 first-round picks next year. Every day is a job interview. Convince us that we don't need a quarterback. And now with 2 1s with next year's draft with all those quarterbacks, we could get a generational.
What happens when the NFL decides you're not ready for prime time, and then you pull up and take prime time hostage? That, my friends, is the story of Shedeur Sanders. And if you think this is just about a preseason game, you're already missing the point. This is the league's latest reality check. This is a 5th-round pick rewriting the scouting report in real time. This is Cleveland getting a taste of something they haven't had in decades: legitimate quarterback hope. So before we even get into the tape, the quotes, the shade, and the sheer disrespect turned into electricity, hit that like button right now. Smash subscribe, and I'm serious. If you love Shedeur, then comment SS 100% down in the comments. Let's make this video the digital version of a touchdown celebration. Because this isn't just football. This is theater. This is swagger. This is the kid everyone politely dismissed, showing up with a mic drop in his first NFL action, and without even putting on a show face. He was just being himself, opening preseason. Normally, the vibe is chill. Starters barely play, fans are half distracted, people in the stands are Googling the jersey names they've never seen before. You expect a couple flashes, some sloppy play, and everybody just happy to have football back. But Friday night, something shifted.
When you watched that game, there were a couple moments, like 2 or 3 plays where you sit there and go, Shedeur, don't do it, because he's backpedaling and drifting. He's got to learn through that. But every report we've heard out of camp has been, man, he's been really impressive.
The moment Shedeur took the field, the body language in that stadium changed. People sat forward. Beer vendors paused serving. Press box members who were halfway through a hot dog suddenly leaned over the railing. Even the Panthers defense seemed to brace up like, all right, who's this kid really? And then the opening drive. Fast reads, laser accuracy, calm in the pocket. Not rookie calm, actual vet calm. He was controlling tempo, scanning defenses like he had 2 extra sets of eyes, and fitting passes into windows that shouldn't even have been there. This wasn't supposed to happen in week 1, especially not to a defense that prided itself all camp on confusing quarterbacks. But Shedeur? You could have told me he was secretly a 7-year starter in disguise and I'd have believed you. Now take a step back and remember, in the NFL draft cycle, Shedeur was basically the intriguing maybe. The scouts said polite things on TV, then dropped him down the rankings. They said things like, needs more polish, not sure about velocity against pro secondaries, will take time to adapt. Translation, we don't think he's gonna scare us. Well, Friday scared a few people. When Rex Ryan talks about quarterbacks, you listen. The man has coached some of the nastiest defenses the league has seen, and he's obsessed with guys who can actually operate under pressure. He didn't just say Shedeur was good, he basically sent a postcard to every front office that passed on him. Told you so.
Rex was clear. This wasn't just a flash performance. This was control. This was command. He graded it to level given the context, which, if you speak Rex Ryan, is dangerously close to we found our guy territory. Now, there were moments Shedeur reminded you he's human. A couple of no, okay, fine, yes plays where he drifted or backpedaled a little too much. That's learning curve stuff. The difference? He got away with them without panicking, and that's telling, because when you're a 5th-round pick, the leash is short, man. One ugly outing and maybe you don't get a second shot. By default, every day is an audition, but Shedeur? He didn't just pass the audition, he felt like he was directing it. Imagine being a Carolina Panthers fan that night. First quarter, you're curious. Second quarter, you're annoyed. Third quarter, you're on your phone in the stands, searching fantasy QB's free agent list. By the fourth, you're praying the clock runs so you don't have to watch another rookie glide through your defense while smiling. That defense, by the way, came in hot. They came in thinking rookie equals easy prey. But Shedeur's reads were too quick. His footwork allowed him to escape pressure without running scared. He slid in the pocket, reset, then fired. Repeatedly. Multiple times he made throws so precise, even some Panthers defenders had a okay, fair nod on their face. My favorite play, third quarter. Browns backed up deep in their own territory, the perfect recipe for rookie disaster. 90% of coaches brace for a 3-and-out or worse, a safety in situations like that. Instead, Shedeur leads a methodical, calm, soul-crushing drive. Short passes here, pump fake there, just enough run game to keep them honest. Panthers defense went from sprinting to dragging 8 plays in. Touchdown felt inevitable. That's the kind of drive coaches replay in the film room with the sound on, so you can hear how composed a QB is at the line. Update to present day, Shedeur's momentum. Now here's where it gets fun, because that was just the start. Since then, Shedeur has doubled down. Last week, in joint practices with the Eagles, multiple beat reporters noted that he outshined the veteran QBs in red zone drills. We're talking 7-on-7 sessions where the ball never touched the ground against a defense that made the NFC title game in 2022. His chemistry with young receivers is already showing up in clips that get shared like wildfire. And oh, the preseason numbers? After week 2, he's sitting at a 74% completion rate, 0 turnovers, and a passer rating hovering above 110. This isn't fluke territory, this is trend territory. NFL social media accounts that didn't even post his highlights week 1, yeah, they're posting now. After the opener, ESPN panels were split. It's just preseason versus that poise is rare. Now, the majority are creeping over to Team Believer. NFL Network had a whole segment breaking down how Shedeur manipulates safeties with his eyes, something rookie QBs don't usually master this fast. Even Colin Cowherd, who's allergic to early praise on unproven guys, went on air and said, "This kid could be special. I see some Burrow composure in him." That's not a small compliment. Locker room effect. Veteran teammates are starting to talk. A Browns offensive lineman told Cleveland.com, "You can tell right away when to trust a guy. We're holding blocks longer for him. He's cool, we stay cool." A wide receiver said, "Sometimes you run your route, turn your head, and the ball's there, perfect spot." That's 7, Shedeur for you. He's not looking for glory, he's looking to win the down. When the locker room is talking like that in preseason, that means something. That means belief is building fast. But let's stay real. Yes, it's preseason. Yes, defenses are vanilla right now. But the patterns, they matter. No delay of game penalties, no panic checkdown festivals, no rookie happy feet syndrome. And remember, the kid's not playing with the Browns' full starting offense either, which makes the sharpness even more impressive. Why this matters for Cleveland. Cleveland is a franchise that's been wandering the QB desert for years, decades, depending on how harsh you want to be. Fans have learned not to get their hopes up too high, but this feels different. This feels patient and potent. It's the first time in forever that a young QB has walked in and made it look natural instead of forced. And the city can feel it. You see it in the crowd shots. You see it in the social media buzz. For the Panthers, file this under tape we'd like to burn. The only good news for Carolina, they can use it as a hard lesson because teams are going to test their defense deep early if they see how Shedeur worked them. For their fans though, yeah, that one's going to sting for a minute. Legacy in the making? Shedeur Sanders isn't here for the good for a rookie praise. He's aiming for good, period. You can tell by the way he handles questions. Reporters try to bait him into proving people wrong talk, and he shrugs it off. He's not chasing critics, he's chasing wins. And in the NFL, that mindset matters more than arm strength, 40 times, or where you went in the draft. If this polish, this poise, this command is the warm-up act, oh boy, the regular season could be fireworks. Normally, a preseason opener like this means half the fans are scrolling Instagram, the other half are trying to remember who their backup guard even is. But not this time. When Shedeur stepped on that field, energy shifted. Hot dog guys paused mid-mustard squeeze. Beer vendors stopped mid-pour. Fans in the cheap seats sat up like someone just whispered, "Free playoffs." This wasn't supposed to happen yet. He wasn't supposed to own the night. He wasn't supposed to turn an NFL defense into background extras in his personal highlight reel. But Shedeur didn't just show up. He showed out. We're talking quick reads, pinpoint accuracy, pocket presence was so calm it looked like he was running a meditation app in his helmet. And Rex Ryan, the man came armed, not just with praise, with receipts. You see, in the NFL draft world, Shedeur Sanders was an let's wait and see guy. Scouts nodded politely at his college film, jotted down a few notes, and basically decided he'd need training wheels to survive pro defenses. But here's the thing about assumptions. They don't hold up long when reality runs them over at full speed. And Friday night, Shedeur didn't roll in with training wheels. He rolled in without a bike. He just grabbed the Browns offense, threw the keys in, and started doing donuts around the Panthers. And yes, there were moments, a couple of drifting, backpedaling, Shedeur, no type plays that remind you he's still a rookie with lessons to learn. But overall, this wasn't just good. According to Rex Ryan, we're talking trending toward under the circumstances. That's NFL vet code for the kid belongs. Now you have to understand, rookies operate under constant pressure, especially fifth rounders. At that level, one bad preseason game can mean you don't get a next one. Your career can be over before the laundry from week 1 is even washed. Shedeur didn't just dodge that bullet. He took the gun away, broke it in half, and handed it back to the league with a polite thanks, but I'm fine. The Panthers defense started out pumped. Fresh blitz packages, disguise coverages, they came in hunting. But by the second quarter, their body language told the whole story. That slow, defeated walk back to the huddle, the the don't throw this clip on Twitter look DBs get when they know they're cooked. By the third quarter, they'd shifted to damage control. Fine, let's just try to be in frame for the highlights so maybe mom sees me on TV. This was supposed to be an easy rookie welcome party. Instead, they got hit with a full-on mixtape. So here's your takeaway. Remember this date. Remember week 1 of the 2025 preseason. Remember when the league thought they could just wait and see on Shedeur Sanders? And remember when they learned in real time you don't get to write the ending for someone who's built his game on proving the start doesn't even matter? Browns fans, keep that champagne cold but ready. Panthers fans, deep breaths, brighter days ahead. And to the rest of the NFL, you've been warned. Like, subscribe, comment SS 100%, and strap in because Shedeur's show is just getting started.